Qui-Gon, sir, what is midichlorians? Well, it's like bacteria, and it gives you magic powers. So it's like space flu then. Yeah, space flu, innit? Qui-Gon, sir, are you actually a Jedi? Well, if I'm honest, nah. I turned up for a janitorial job. They just gave me a lightsaber. I just went with it. I still had to unclog the toilet. Yoda just took a shit that was bigger than him. Blocked the whole thing. Oh, space Jesus. Welcome to the Dark Place. You may have seen the short Battle Droid video I made last week, and if you have, you already know the Phantom Menace is on my mind. Which brings me on to something else that tied my brain into a knot. Midichlorians. I remember everyone lining up to take a dump on the mere concept of midichlorians. The idea that they would try to explain the existence of the Force turned Star Wars fans into an angry mob looking to burn down George Lucas's ranch, and I was amongst them. It sounded stupid, right? The Force is basically bacteria that has a symbiotic relationship with the Jedi, life force and hippy dippy happiness and shit. I presume people got offended that little Anakin had midichlorian levels so high he was basically a god. More than Yoda, as Qui-Gon says.
The reading is off the chart. Over 20,000.
Even Master Yoda doesn't have a midichlorian count that high.
No Jedi has.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
So does that mean Anakin is a more powerful Jedi than Yoda? No, it means he could potentially be a more powerful Force user. But, as with many things in life, it's not the size, it's how you use it. Anakin may have the biggest Force dick, but Yoda can make your world twirl. I think the meeting with the Council proves they are intrigued by his high midichlorian levels, enough to test Anakin, but they have already decided that there are reasons why he shouldn't be a Jedi, despite the prophecy. Wait, what prophecy? Has anyone ever actually mentioned what the prophecy is? Well, it's pretty simple. A super Jedi will destroy the Sith and bring balance to the Force. Less complicated than Harry Potter, although I would argue destroying the Sith surely unbalances the Force in favour of the Jedi. It turns out Qui-Gon was wrong and it's not Anakin, so maybe Luke? Well, no, the Sith exist after he does, so maybe it's Rey, but if that's the case, Anakin isn't even really important.
With your permission, my master, I have encountered a divergence in the Force.
A virgins, you say?
Located around a person?
A boy. His cells have the highest concentration of midichlorians I have seen in a life form. It is possible he was conceived by midichlorians.
You refer to the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the Force. You believe it's this boy?
I don't presume to.
But you do. Revealed your opinion is.
I request the boy be tested, master.
Oh? Trained as a Jedi, you request for him,
Finding him was the will of the Force. I have no doubt of that.
Bring him before us, then.
His mum claims he was born without a father doing his part of the electric boogaloo, but we only ever have her word for it. But Phantom Menace does set up Anakin as Space Jesus. It just doesn't really pay off down the line. He's just an angsty pissant who gets completely destroyed by Obi-Wan and a slight incline. Back to midichlorians. Can anyone explain what we disliked about this really minor part of the Star Wars movies?
Master, sir, I heard Yoda talking about midichlorians. I've been wondering, what are midichlorians?
Midichlorians are a microscopic life form that resides within all living cells.
they live inside me.
Inside yourselves, yes. And we are symbionts with them.
Symbionts?
Life forms living together for mutual advantage. Without the midichlorians, life could not exist, and we would have no knowledge of the Force. They continually speak to us, telling us the will of the Force. When you learn to quiet your mind, you'll hear them speaking to you.
I don't understand.
With time and training, Annie, you will. You will.
It serves to explain why Anakin has such good reflexes and can pilot a pod racer, which is one of the best things about this movie. Watching this film again for the first time in a long time, I was really taken aback by how good the pod racing scene was. Maybe want to find one of those old arcade cabinets and spend my entire life savings on a couple of games. I think it's because in A New Hope the Force is more about the power of belief. Not everyone can be a Jedi because it takes dedication. They are kind of like warrior monks, spending years dedicating their lives to an idea that gives them control over the natural order of things. Midichlorians adds an element of randomness to proceedings. You can dedicate your whole life to the Force, but if your midichlorian count is low, then you can never be a Jedi. It's one of the reasons you don't start a story in the middle. You'd have thought Obi-Wan would have told Luke about it at some point. That's all I got. Let me know what you think about midichlorians. Is it a game ender for you? Or can you live with the stomach bacteria that gives you magic powers? Subscribe to The Dark Place for more everything that we do. Thanks, and may the Yakult be with you.
A cup. A ship. A speeder.
Incredible. That's 5 for 5. You can't see these, can you?
No.
You're not cheating me, are you?
No, I swear they're just coming to me.